Hi everybody, it's Dara, and I'm on a cleanse, and I am motivated and inspired to help inspire you to start cleaning. That not only does it make a difference what we put in our mouths and what takes up our precious real estate. We want a whole lot of nutrients. A high greens diet, a high raw greens diet is preferable, and we want to eliminate offenders. We also want to eliminate from our bodies. And how do we do that? One of the best ways to do that is by using an enema. The best way is to go see a professional colon hydrotherapist. I have a beautiful angel on this planet named Monica. And so she's an angel. And any colon hydrotherapist I've met, they're angels on this planet. So what I do is I see her professionally, but I travel with an enema bag. I call it a water ritual. I do it while taking a warm lavender scented bath. And it's just like this ritual that's part of cleansing. And why do you need to do it? Well, first of all, consult your healthcare provider. This is just in my opinion. This just is my experience about it. No, I'm not addicted to it. It's just a way to help relieve bloating, indigestion, when things kind of maybe stress happens and things get stuck. Some people with slow thyroids have some slow movement here, and it's a way to relieve yourself of a headache or nausea or anything. It's just and it's a good practice because we're cleaning our cars, we're cleaning our homes, we're brushing our teeth, we're washing our hair, we get manicures, pedicures, but like what's happening in here? And it literally is the fastest way to health. And I always say this: beauty. And I've said this for many years. One of the ways to be your most beautiful, youthful, energetic, and sexiest is to mind your intestines and your colon. So we're finally going to talk about it. And I'm not shy about it. I never had the bag. I ordered a new bag so I could show you what happens when you get the bag. It's called Mikacare, Mikacare, and this is my favorite bag. It's under $30 on Amazon. Maybe you can go to their site. Laura B, Maritza, Joanne, and Amelia. We're all going to be glad that I'm talking about this, because if you're afraid of doing it, I want to take like the mystery out of it. And if you've done it and you forgot, do it again. If you're like totally afraid and this is like the weirdest thing on the planet, you can just watch and be entertained or hang up the phone. Or maybe it's going to register and one day you'll come across a video or somebody, or maybe you feel so super bad that you're willing to do anything. So I just cut open the bag. And this is what I love. This is a silicone bag that's easy to clean. Cleaning it is like with like a non-toxic soapy soap, or some people use a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, and this needs to be attached. So when I got it, I was like, what do I do? So I'm going to make it easy for you. This is the little hook that it's called Mikacare, and I'll link it below. And you can get it on Amazon. So basically, this is going to hang on a towel rack or a soap dish dispenser, and it's going to be higher than you are, and depending on how high, the higher it goes, the faster it's going to flow into you. So you can control it. You also you control it by the height, the speed of entry of the water, and you can also control it by this little jigger. And so I'm going to unwrap it, but this is like, close it if you need to close it and stop the water. And if you want to open it, you push it down, this little jigger here. And you'll see that when it's open, all the tubes will line up so you can see the water can go through. You'll see that clearly when you get it. So I'm going to untwist the twisty tie. Ooh, the colon hydrotherapist requires a prescription from your doctor before she'll schedule an appointment. I've never heard that, but I guess she's afraid of, liability reasons maybe, or she wants to make sure that it's okay and that they're healthy enough. That's being super extra careful. I don't see anything wrong with that. definitely you want to consult and make sure that you and your body can handle it, right? I know my body can. I learned about colon hydrotherapy when I was 38, and now I'm 54. I'll be 55 in December, and I really feel like, it's one of the secrets to me being youthful and feeling my best. So that's why I feel like sharing it. I'm not going to debate if it's good or not, scary or not, safe or not, healthy or not. For me, it is. And that's all I know. And I highly recommend it. If you want good skin, if you want to feel light, clean, clear, and bright, babies. So you're going to get a bag of like different attachments. And the one that there's two different ones that are ones for this particular type of, these are just the same really. So they give you two. There's other attachments. This is feminine personal hygiene one. I just put the bag away because I'm interested only in this one. And this one just pops on the end. And my other one came attached already, and this one is not popping on the end. It's funny. Not exactly sure why. I'm going to take out this plastic thing. This is the kind of thing that when you get it, you're like, huh, what's happening? And, oh, that's because they already did have one. I was right. They already had it attached. And this end goes up here, right? And you just push it in. So we know the whys, right? Like you don't want to be walking around with 6 to 8 pounds, and that's minimal, of fecal matter, dried fecal matter. We have, many of us, not all of us, have been eating things that stick to the sides of our colon and our intestine. They get lodged there, they get stuck for a myriad of reasons. And that's where parasites, I explain it like this, and you're going to want to have, after this, you're going to want to do a colonic and eat raw food. So basically the intestines are so squiggly, right? And they go like this. So like in here, if something gets stuck, it keeps getting stuck. And it's not, first of all, when something is stuck or impacted on the side of the colon, the little cilia that are supposed to grab the nutrients can't, because they're like covered up. So we want to, the colon, the water goes in and softens this stuff up, and it starts to dislodge, and you might feel more bloated, you might have some gas, but it basically needs to soften and soften, which is why they recommend for colon hydrotherapy doing 3 in a row consecutively, not at the same day, but because you're first hydrating, you first need that hydration to even soften it. But then on the twisty bits of your intestines, stuff gets stuck here. And I will tell you, in a healthy colon, meat or chicken will stay 48 hours in that spot. And guess what? 48 hours in the colon, like it takes 48 hours for it to even leave. That's if it's healthy. And a lot of times it gets stuck and it putrefies. And guess what lives in putrefied matter? What lives in putrefied matter is parasites, worms, and bad things. Those things crave and make us crave bad things. They want the starch, they want the sugar. And by doing a cleanse, we're killing them off. It's one of the reasons why cleansers are so uncomfortable for so many. One of the many reasons, aside from all the emotions that get stuck and toxins get stuck and all that jazz. So basically, we want everything to be clean. And that's one of the whys. So, hello, my lovey, Linda. Is it Linda Michelle? So, hi, Linda Michelle. Dolly, we're doing my very first. It's the first discussion of why to do this and how to do it and demystify it. So basically, you're going to take this pretty blue bag, and there's other ones. You don't have to get this one. Any one will do. It just happens to be my favorite. And I have, my whole house is filtered. There's no chlorine in my water, hopefully. Culligan has these big tanks outside my house because I bathe a lot and I don't want to bathe in chlorine. And so I can use my tap water to fill this, but I think that I haven't bought water, but I think maybe distilled. I forget what kind of water, you can look that up, but you want like a filtered water in here. You don't want to put chlorine in yourself. That's important. So basically what I do is I run a really hot bath And this is not normal. This is not how most people do it. I'm certain of it because the way they always teach you to do it, a stainless steel bucket is great, a plastic bucket, whatever kind of contraption that you have. I like this because this is really easy to travel with. You know, I will put this in my suitcase. So now, I want you to know that anytime I learned how to do this, like at the Optimum Health Institute, which is such a phenomenal place, I just got chills. Somebody needs to go there. Sunday to Sunday, wheatgrass shots, wheatgrass enemas, wheatgrass everything, facials. Anyway, so they teach you to hang it on their towel rack or the hook they provide, higher than yourself. Too high will make it go very fast. Too low, it's going to trickle in. You see whatever you can hang it on. And then they put towels. You put towels on the floor and you make yourself comfortable. You make sure the room is warm and not cold. And maybe you have your computer or your iPad and you can play movies to distract yourself. And you can just lie on the floor. You don't need a bathtub. You don't need to do what I do. What I do is very unusual. I bet somebody else does it, but basically I'm getting chills again. I run a beautiful hot bath and then I do Epsom salts or lavender or whatever, light a candle, make it pretty, have my iPad, watch something on the iPad. And what they tell you to do, and it's been a long time since I've been doing these for years, since I've heard like, how much should go in. But here's what I'm going to tell you. A little coconut oil. I once heard somebody say, and this is going to sound a little gross, but almost as if your rectum is pushing something out, that will allow this to go in. And you can put a little coconut oil on the end or olive oil or something. And then this is going to be full. And this thing is going to be shut, so it's not flowing. What you want to do is you want to make sure you let the water flow out so any gas bubbles go out so that you're not going to put gas bubbles in. And as soon as you see the water's running clear with no bubbles, you shut it. Then you're in the bath or on the floor, on your side, and in the bath, lying on your back, sitting up. You insert it, and you will then release the water. And you can keep this handy. So you're like, oh, that's enough, because you're going to fill this all the way up. But don't expect to have on your first go to put all of this in and hold it for like 10 minutes. That's like, superhuman. So basically what I do is I put a little bit in till comfortable, hold it as long as comfortable. And when it's time to release, I just get up and go to the commode. And so I allow myself as many times as necessary to get through the full bag. And after doing it, I'll realize I can hold more for longer. And I really do it intuitively. It's not like there's any rule. You definitely want to do one bag, whether it's like 5 different times or you do one short one and then you can hold the whole thing. I think everybody's different and their level of comfort. They might be nervous that they're going to it's going to get everywhere. So they get out early, get off the floor early to the commode. But basically you'll get used to it. And that's what I want you guys to do, one bag at a time. You guys are so cute. I want you to get familiar with it. This is your friend. This is like brushing your teeth. This is like, I love the questions. I need the questions because I did not make notes to do this and I may be forgetting something. I do water. And sometimes I like to do a little apple cider vinegar, just to splash. It'll make it move faster. And then coffee is a thing that I can't say I'm an expert on, but I did learn about the coffee enemas when I studied the Gerson protocol. And I do think that they stimulate, the caffeine stimulates the inside of the colon. And they say like only 2 tablespoons. So if you were going to add, I think it's about that. You can look up the recipe, but you fill the bag and then 2 tablespoons of organic coffee go in here. And then that will help stimulate the colon. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. That will also stimulate. So that is, and then when you're done, you rinse it, you let water go through. I don't do soapy water every time. And you rinse it through. And when you get up, water comes out. So maybe don't put as much water in. Maybe stay very close to the commode. Maybe you just know water dribbles out a little bit, and that's fine. Put some things down on the floor. But the idea is to get used to holding it as much as possible. Some people are able to stand up and just stand there or bend over and just like walk around. It's good practice, I think, for your muscles. Anyway, so I hope this helps. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. It's not something to be afraid of, the enema. You can certainly call it. One thing that's nice, I think, about being in the bath is that even though when you get out, you're kind of, I lay extra towels because like from the bath, it's not far from my bath to the commode, the toilet, but you know, I'll be wet and then I get out to the, and it drips some water, but I find it so delightful to get back into the warm bath. But it's really up to you. I found a beautiful coffee, Core Vital therapy coffee, if interested. Yes, anything that you want to post in comments would be helpful. If I forgot something, wheatgrass. Yeah, I can't really off the top of my head say exactly why wheatgrass is good, but wheatgrass is one of the most healing substances in the world. So drinking it is healing it, putting in your colon. I think it alkalizes. And I'm actually, now that I just saw you say wheatgrass, I'm like, I need to do some wheatgrass ones. I mean, that's the ultimate. How often do you use the at-home enemas versus professional colon hydrotherapy? That's a great question. So on a cleanse, I will use this every day unless all of a sudden I feel like I don't need to. Especially on a juice cleanse, it's important because you're not really getting fiber. So maybe you want to add something like Fiber Max and then use your enemas. Do I have it handy? No, I don't. I didn't need it this time. I've been eating really clean and I wasn't having, and I've been using these. So during COVID, I've been using these frequently. I find every other day, maybe a couple days in a row and then not for a couple of days, but I have it handy because I find that stress, and I'm a sensitive, intuitive, so I pick up on the collective stress, and I think it's been making me kind of like, I don't know, almost bloated in a way energetically. So every day is fine, you know. Every other day, 1 week on, 1 week off. If you have a headache, if you feel just bloated, if you feel fine, you don't need to. It's really depending on you. I have a slow thyroid, so it ends up being like just like a nice tool to help things move along, but not to depend on, just to have as like a, yeah, I'm needing this. Like right now, I don't need this because I've done my juice cleanse. I feel flat belly, super flat belly. And I think, Maritza, I use my tap water because my whole house is filtered, but I can't remember if they tell you to buy distilled or just filtered. I'm not sure. So we have to look that up. That's funny, John B. I have a bath pretty much every day. I'm a bather. So this is really good. Ground organic. Yeah, and you can look up what to do and how to do your coffee enema because it's a whole special thing. That's a beautiful ritual, but you can do just water. It's not messy. Most people think it could be messy, John, but it's not. And if it is, it's not a big deal. And professional colon hydrotherapy, I love to go see Monica. And if you love your colon hydrotherapist and you don't want to do these at home, then you could, I would say for the first time for anyone, book 3, and then usually maybe once a week. Some people like to do just once every 2 weeks, go see the colon hydrotherapist. It's really up to you. You got to make friends with one. You got to like the vibe, the energy. My Monica is, she's at the clinic in Venice. She's just like such a lovely human that's so wise on so many things, and just, it's like therapy. When toxins come out or whatever doesn't belong, and there's impacted things in there. There's like old memories, old fecal matter. I mean, I've been doing this so long, there's not really for me, but you will be surprised how much comes out. It's shocking and exciting, and you will never feel more beautiful than after you've done. I would say professional colon hydrotherapy is the best, but this is the next best thing. So is there anything else? Enema coffee. I think that it has to be organic. It has to be very special. So yeah, so Google that. Google, what comes up for you with the best coffee for enemas and how to do the coffee enema. I need to refresh to make sure I'm not misinforming you. And yeah, if it's organic, I think it's fine. That's what I do. I just use organic coffee and put a couple tablespoons. I go a little bit more. I tend to be extreme sport water ritual. Okay, thank you for telling me. I missed a comment. Hi, Shanti. Bridget asked about the temperature of the water. I would say warm. I would say not cold. It will make you clench. And not too hot, because that won't be nice. Thank you. There we go. So somebody's a little more expert on the coffee enema. Coffee enemas should be organic, definitely. Light or medium roast, not dark. And after I do my enemas, I drink water with electrolytes in it. Perfect, Linda. That's lovely, lovely. And yes, not hot. What electrolytes do you use, if you don't mind sharing? It's the second time today. I heard that it's a good idea to drink water with electrolytes. Do tell. What's in my juice? It's one of the many green juices from Erewhon, and I'm on my 4th day of juice cleansing. And I actually wanted to show you guys what I do, because I think this might be helpful. Okay, so their clean greens have cucumber. My favorite of Erewhon is just greens, and it's like the greenest of the green. Kale, parsley, it's their greenest one. But then I always add some apple, lemon, ginger to it. So it's very green with a little kick, not too sweet. They recommend on the intermediate cleanse like a beet juice, and it's very, very sweet, and I could never drink this straight up. However, I feel it's very good for the blood. I feel it's very good for elimination. So I make a cocktail of mostly green in a big glass. This is a small glass, mostly green with a splash of apple, lemon, ginger, and a splash of beet, and it's heavenly, and that's my jam. You can have a glass of almond. They do 5 juices, 5 cold pressed juices and 1 almond milk, and then which is so lovely at night because it soothes the nerves and it helps you to sleep. And then turmeric shot or immunity elderberry. I had the elderberry earlier. I love this one. Cold and flu immunity. And I feel fantastic. The first 3 days was easy. I woke up this morning with a massive headache and I went back to sleep because I feel that it was, even though I wasn't having coffee every day last week and the past couple weeks, I did have it in my system. And I'm like, respect the coffee because it will hurt when you give it up. So I'm staying off of coffee. I will have my perfect chai tea. I came up with the perfect combination of cloves, cardamom, ginger, cinnamon, all fresh, all ground, and I made the perfect chai. So I will be having my chai with black tea, a little bit of black tea, and eventually no black tea. But coffee, man, it's intense, and that's a big thing. So I recommend when you're going on a cleanse to try and wean yourself off of coffee first because it makes it just so much worse, and then eat light in advance of your cleanse. And also what I didn't say in the last video was that be prepared for, I told you to be prepared for all kinds of detox symptoms, headaches, fever, nausea, chills, really extreme crankiness, but there could also be tears. There could be anger, there could be tears, there could be all kinds of things coming out, and just let them flow. It's important to not try to stop them. It's important to not take an aspirin for your headache. It's important to maybe what I do is I put peppermint oil on my temples when I have a headache, and it works. And then I go back, I just close my eyes and I go to sleep. The chai recipe, Jessica Love, the chai recipe is in my latest recipe book. That was this huge labor of love that when you open it, the love will just pour out. And it's the Doobies Do the Holidays recipe book that's available on DARA'S.com. And I'm so very proud of it because it's just sweet as anything. John B, you're making fun. Now I want to hear report back that you've done yours. Have you ever done one? John B. Is John G in the house too, or is it just John B? I know Michelle's here. So thank you, Jessica, for asking. I want you guys to get the Doobies Do the Holidays recipe book. It's the most gorgeous, delicious, nurturing recipes that are comfort and still healthy. But it took me 3 days. Like, I've made chai for years, but sometimes I would make it and I'm like, no, it's bitter, it's too strong, or it's too this, it's too something. And then this time I was like, no, you have to get it right. And I got it like, bam. I want to say that the fresh ginger in the book, I said to model it, right? I want you to know you can model it, chop it, or grate it. When you get it, you can let me know what you like to do. You can't wait to order tonight. I've been suffering from some migraines due to the point where my face was numb. Try the peppermint oil. It's heaven. Like, just a little bit here. Breathe in. Shut the lights. Get under your comfy comforters. John B. And where is John G? When you need I think you need some backup, John B. That's funny. So the name's Bond. John Bond. So you can massage your belly. That's a great idea. There's it goes like this way, I think, the intestines. You want to massage it in the direction that it goes. You can gently use this. Oh, I wanted to show you. There's a couple things that have helped me in my effort to detox tension. I feel like this was the biggest thing I detoxified, was tension in my body and my psyche and in my neck. So I do the water ritual. I take hot Epsom salt baths. I go for walks. I rest more than normal. And I declutter my home too when I'm detoxifying, and I lightly rebound and I sauna. And then I've come across this hypervolt percussive massager, and it literally, this is where I get my tension, and it's been helping break it up. Lower back, so great. And you can gently massage. That's a great thing to do. So hypervolt, it's been Hypervolt Plus, that's what this one is. And it's just like wild. It like really, really helps dissolve. I don't know if anybody gets tension anywhere in your body, but this is amazing. Some people, it is Brigitte. I always say Brigitte, it's Bridget. Hi, Lovey, my OG. Professional colon hydrotherapy goes much deeper than an enema. Yes, I said that. So enemas are like, every day you wipe your counter, you do your dishes. Every day you do your own little housekeeping, and every once in a while you need a professional. It's like that. Like, if the professional always does it deeper and better, but you still want to do your own little maintenance, in my opinion. Yeah, abdominal massage, like Monica uses a massaging machine. It's a whole topic that I just want to introduce you guys to. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it, but this is like to get comfortable with the idea. But yes, completely. So there's open system, and then there's the tube system. Monica uses the tube system. I've never done the open system. I don't know about that. Does my hair look amazing? Thank you. I've been snipping it myself, and I'm happy with the bangs. I've also been using this product. What is it called? Vegamore. I found it on Instagram, and it's for anyone whose hair, my scalp was dry, and when there's dry patches, you could lose hair. Like, it was just getting dry on my scalp. So I use this product and I massage it in, and my hair is like shinier. It's definitely like I'm noticing a difference with my scalp. So next time I can show you guys. If you remind me, I'll get it. Yeah, it's very emotional, all the things that we hold on to, because we're so busy. We're such amazing human beings, like with everything coming at us. We tense up, we prepare ourselves for battle when weird things happen, and we're in the middle of a very weird thing right now. So the best thing is as much self-care and self-love as possible. And for me, doing these is just an act of another self-love ritual. So thank you, John B. And yeah, I think I smoothed out the bangs and the rest is kind of crazy. And it seems to be the healthier I get, the shinier my hair is. And it's my natural color. And I don't see any grays, which is really weird because I'm almost 55. But I do notice that when I let it grow and it's my natural hair color, the sun gets it. So it's going to be natural highlight. And it may be darker than we're all used to as I keep cutting and the blonde goes away, but maybe not. Maybe it'll have some highlights, I'm not sure. But to me, having natural hair that's shiny or healthy feels really good. So thank you for noticing it. You'd be great if you weren't bald. Gray hair is gorgeous too, like silver, like let it all go. Natural's nice. Natural looks nice. So Jamie's here. Go follow Jamie on Instagram. Follow each other here and there. I'm at Dara Dubinet on Instagram. Also, the Doobie Universe, at the Doobie Universe, where I picked 2 winners for this phone case or a mask, and I'm going to do another giveaway. Maybe I'll give away the ebook and a phone case. I love this phone case. This phone case makes me so happy. I also have a Doobie mask, and it's my favorite. That's really sweet. I'd like to say that I have good genes. My mom was a beautiful lady, but she ate kind of like weird, and she ate really healthy when I was there, but went back to her habits, and it ended up not being so good in the end. So I really, on her parting deathbed, I said, what do you want me to tell Jada? Like, what words do you have for her? And she said, listen to your mother about food and leave the baggage with us. So I'm going to leave you guys in the profound, beautiful sentiment is that we want to let go of our baggage. We want to let go of our baggage. We don't need to hold on. Nothing's going to happen if we're not going to be too light. You know, we don't have to feel so full. We don't have to feel so full to feel grounded. We can be light and learn how to ground ourselves. And another topic for another day is that when you eat, you don't need to feel dense here, it's okay to not feel dense, that it's fuel. You add some fuel and you add some more fuel. You don't have to feel that full and then sleepy. I think that's what we've been trained to do. So, yeah, my mom, she was so special. The whole book, recipe book, is dedicated to her. You'll see it. If anybody has it, you'll see my mom throughout the whole thing. Beverly, I even did a little cartoon of us. You're welcome, Lauren Therese. Jamie, love. I'm getting my once-a-year haircut on Monday. It's now so long you could tuck it in your pants. Oh, my goodness. Some people look so good with long hair. Some people have gorgeous long hair. And then some people like me like to just snip it when they feel like I'll get the intuition to just, you need to snip it. And it literally comes from somewhere else. Probably my mom. She left my hair right here. She would like it like right here. So maybe even, so, you know, I don't know where I'm getting it from, but I'll hear like get scissors, snip, snip. And she used to actually say when someone or something needed to go, she'd be like, snip, snip. So yeah, that's long hair. A little trim is good. Letting go issues, everybody. I don't know. I don't get a lot of compliments on my hair, so thank you, John. I'm like, you know, I don't know what people like when I cut it. I know my friend Lisa loves it. She just loves my short hair, and she loves short hair on a woman. And this isn't that short. It's not a pixie. It's just like long hair, but shorter. But anyway, I think that people are afraid of change, afraid of letting go, afraid of being seen. Short hair, pulling your hair back shows yourself. So I don't know if it's psychological. Sometimes people feel it's spiritually better to have your hair, to have long hair. It's like a spiritual thing. Some people like me feel like it's good to cut off the energy that needs to go. But thank you. Thank you so much, John B. That's really sweet. I say do what you want because nobody has your head or your body and has to live with you. Like I'm me, and isn't it great that I get to do what I want? I'm liking me and bangs too. Thank you. Oh, I had my hair in little, remember the tails I used to do? And when my hair is shorter like this, it actually works better. So that could be happening. Oh, all throughout the years, you guys, you've seen it all. You've seen long red, you've seen natural. I think I like the natural the best with some blonde ends. I think that might be my favorite, but I love you guys. Thank you. The ponytails are coming back. They're coming back. I feel them coming back. Going to sit on the chair and see what feels right. See what feels right. It's all intuition, and it all what makes you happy. Big hugs. Thank you for all the love. Seriously, you guys, we are the best. And this was a spontaneous video. So I will be back tomorrow night, and we're going to take this and make it into a soup. That's what we're going to do. Or we're just going to steam them and roast them, or we're going to do some fun thing with these. It's my pleasure. I just all of a sudden went and got to do it. Okay, I got to go because I think we're going to break the fast, the cleanse right now with a little squash soup or something. I think. So you're going to come back as me. That's so sweet. Go make a little juice for tomorrow. Go order your beautiful water ritual bag. Mikacare, Mikacare. You'll be happy you did. I'll see you guys tomorrow.